Well, tell us first. So let's go back to high school. What did you have? What other options did you have when you decided to come here?
So my two biggest was the PWO to here, and I had a PWO to LSU. But I know that this school was known for bringing walk-ons up, so I was like, this was the best option, so I took it.
And how the first year and all that. What was going through your mind as you kind of get to learn the coaches and the program?
So pretty much I had to get the system down, know that if I keep coming in, keep working hard, keep doing what I need to do, that one day it will happen and I'll be able to play.
When did you start seeing that it was close? Like
yeah, I would say last spring. That point in time, I was really, all right, focused in learning the playbook, doing everything I need to do at practice. Then I started playing field and boundary corner, so loading both sides of the defense for corner. Then I was just making plays. So by then it was like, all right, I could really do this at this level. So then I would say fall time of last year, I had tore my groin. And when I tore my groin, it set me back because I was still in the rotation, but it was like an iffy if I was going to get in or not because of my injury. So I had called it off and just decided to get the surgery and came back next spring. And next spring I did the same thing, keep working hard, know the playbook. Then all that just led up to now to where game one, I'm started playing.
Now, didn't you miss some time sometime, spring, fall?
Yeah. This fall, I had hurt my hamstring. So it was like, all right, another setback around the same time. So I was like, all right, if I been through it once, I could do it again. So that's what I did. I put my head down, make sure I got my body back healthy, then boom, back into the season, first game.
But how long were you out and how much did it set you back just in your progress?
So I was out all the fall. I didn't start practicing until the first week of school. So I was like, all right, I need to learn, get back into the groove with technique-wise, knowing what the plays, what to do in certain formations. Then once I got that down pack, I started making plays at practice, and I was like, all right, I'm good. I could run again for real with, my hamstring not bothering me at all. So I was like, yeah, I could do this.
How much were you concerned about, having to go through that unfortunate deal that a lot of football players go through, where it's like, oh man, I was here on the depth chart now because I was having this assignment. I'm down here. How did you deal with that?
I was a little iffy at first because it was like I would try to run, but it was hurting me. So it just took time and just not getting too down on myself with the injury because it's gonna take time for it to heal. So I just did it day by day, worked on what I could work on, but if I couldn't do it, I just didn't do it at all. So over time, it just healed itself, then I was ready to get back going.
When you knew Glenn was out, Glenn transferred and he was out and, player left in the off season. So you had to think, man, this is my opportunity, and then you're injured. So how did you get through that disappointment? How did you deal with that?
Really, I just kept my faith in God, to be honest with you. So it was like everything happens for a reason. So you can't ignore that. So I took my time, got good, and I was able to just come back.
How long did it take once you got back to feel like you were ready to play like you did this past Saturday?
I think it was first practice back, I had made two big stops on defense, and I was like, pretty much from day one when I came back, I was like, yeah, I'm back.
Talk about last week. It was a weird game because y'all were playing a very good passing team, a great offensive team, and the game plan wasn't maybe as not like all the other game plans. You wanted to kind of bend but don't break. And just talk about how you executed in the plays you made.
So pretty much Texas State's offense, they drive on explosive plays. And if you limit the explosive plays, then you could really stop their momentum and their energy. So what we tried to do, which we did, was try to limit the explosive plays that happened. We did enough for them to be able to come out with the win.
How do you see this cornerback group progressing as the year goes?
Oh, I believe everybody can play. I watched it when I was sitting there. I was like, and I was just watching everybody. I was like, ooh, yeah, he's good. Then look at the next person. He's good. I was like, I had all confidence in the corner group.
You've also shared the room with some other really good guys, BG, you got guys before, kind of that foundational stuff that they laid. You guys trying to live up to that. How much do y'all talk about that?
So it's like EG, he set a big like standard for us with just how he like progressed throughout the like my time here as he progressed and the way he works. And I always wanted to like do what EG did because EG was out there making plays. So it was like I want to follow in EG's footsteps to make sure I become and make it to the next level like he did.
Which one do you feel like you're better at or going to be getting more playing time in the field or the boundary?
Really, I like both. Like boundary, you're going to get like more shots thrown at you because you're in the boundary, but it's like I want the ball to come my way. Like that's the only way it has to go. But I could do both really. It doesn't matter which one.
What do you feel like you've done well for the coaches to say he's got to play?
I would say I've stayed consistent. There's no really big fall off that I've had. I just stay consistent and make sure I do my job, everything I could do, and be able to go out there and make plays for the team that could help us with a win.
How many years did you start in high school? Did you ever get an idea like maybe why you didn't have a bigger opportunity out of high school? Did you ever get a explanation or what it was that maybe they didn't see in you?
To be honest with you, I just feel like I was just under recruited. That's the only thing I could say because anywhere I would go, they would look at me and be like, yeah, like he's an athlete, like for real. But I guess COVID had happened and it's like, I think COVID pushed me back with the transfer portal and how people had an extra year. But really, I haven't thought about it that much.